Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Now, we have two stories to look at in this one. We see where West Indies pacer Jayden Seales has been fined by ICC for something that happened in the ongoing test against India. We're also going to be talking Khary Pierre. Khary Pierre did an interview and he was saying, he was definitely surprised that India decided to enforce the follow-on. So, going to be zooming in on that also. Let's give a listening here until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Before we go down into those two stories though, my people, I just want to take a few seconds to say a big thank you to all those who have been supporting the channel over the years. Now, a couple days ago, we finally hit 20,000 subscribers. It's been a long time coming, my people, but we finally got across that landmark, 20,000 subscribers. I know we have picked up quite a few supporters on the way. There are some people that they have been on the journey for years. I remember starting this thing in my living room in Jamaica in 2020 actually, when we had the COVID pandemic. I was teaching from home, had a lot of time on my hands, so I decided to give it a try and got a lot of encouragement on the way, got a lot of discouragement and thing, but it's always good. It's always good to see that whenever I put something out there, there are people that will share their opinion. And one thing I know for sure, my people, whenever you are putting something out there that is not always just working off the facts or what's on paper, sometimes you have to give your opinion on topics. It's always going to be some form of back and forth. But one thing I can say that over the years of doing this, I'm really happy for the type of people that have actually gravitated towards this channel. People that are generally respectful and will share their opinions, listen to other people's opinion, and just keep it going. So I want to say a big thank you for all those who have been supporting. As I said again, landmark 20,000 subscribers. It's been a long time coming. I think I got crossed the 20,000 mark last week, I think sometime last week. But I just want to take the opportunity to say a big thank you for all the support. And it's not going unnoticed, right? I know there are a lot of options out there in terms of where you can get content. So I really appreciate people that will come on and help me to bring forth what I'm saying. So shout out to everyone, people that will hold me accountable for whenever I give an opinion that is probably not the best, and people that will say, listen, this one was good, this one needs fixing. So big up on yourself. All right. Let's talk Khary Pierre. Khary Pierre, my viewers and subscribers. Khary Pierre actually spent some time at the wicket last night and showed some fight. Now, I'm taking this one from the Indian Express, and the headline says West Indies team question India's decision to enforce the follow-on, right? Hold on, let me just pull it up. So it says West Indies question Team India's follow-on decision. They say it was a bit surprising, right? That is Khary Pierre. Khary Pierre was saying that the pitch, it's still okay for batting, so they were a bit surprised on that. But I would have to say that as much as I am happy for how they have started the second innings, I am surprised that they have actually started it so well. So let's just take a look at what Khary Pierre had to say when he spoke with the media after the day's play. So this is Khary Pierre now, and I quote, "Actually, it was a bit surprising that they went back to bowl. Although I know the wicket was still a good one. For me personally, batting on the wicket for a lot of time, watching the wicket and seeing what it's doing, I think the wicket is still a very good wicket. As I said before, right? I think the wicket is still a very good wicket, as I said before." He went on to say, "I was surprised, but it's India and they wanted to get the winner." And probably they didn't think that they need to go back to bat, right? He went on to say, "But so be it. And I don't think we take a big challenge of going to bat. And we have to bat properly this innings and try to make a game out of it. End quote, Khary Pierre. So that move there by India was them just trying to force it, trying to see if they could get the win or and thing. But luckily for us, our guys decided to stay out there and bat. Khary Pierre himself, he contributed 23. Nicely to from 46 balls. He was in a partnership with Anderson Phillip. They shared 46 runs, right? He went on to say, it has been a challenge, right? If you watch the wicket, it's still a good one, but the odd ball is spinning. For me personally, I think the wicket is challenging also. The Indian batsmen have also played well in their conditions. He went on to say they have batted well. It has been tough for me personally, but I think it's a learning process for me. This is only my second test match, so I'm taking it all into account. He went on to say, application is what we preached in the dressing room, right? Well, this right now is Darren Sammy. He said, application is what we preach in the dressing room, right? He's saying what Darren Sammy, he's always preaching, right? Application is what we preach in the dressing room. And the coaching staff and all, they preach in the dressing room, taking it one session at a time. He said that this is the first time we have been able to win a session in the 2-day test match so far, right? So Khary Pierre there giving his thoughts on how things are going, also referring to what Darren Sammy and the other coaches are saying in the dressing room. So shout out to Khary Pierre, on his first test tour in terms of, getting a game and doing everything, and so contributing well. So we say big up to him. All right, Jaden Seals now, my people. Jayden Seales, the bowler that we are all always happy to see in our playing 11 based on his effort and, his skill set. I've always said that he wears his heart on his sleeve, right? That is Jayden Seales. So sometimes he will definitely, toe the line that he probably shouldn't be towing, right? So I didn't see this with my own eyes, probably happened when I fell asleep. So let me just read this article here that I'm taking from the Indian Express. It says, West Indies pacer Jaden Seals has been fined 25% of his match fees and handed a demerit point by the International Cricket Council for throwing the ball at Jaiswal. They said during the ongoing test against India in New Delhi. They said the ICC said that Seals was found guilty of breaching Article 2.9 of the ICC Code of Conduct, which relates to throwing a ball or any other cricket equipment or at or near a player in an inappropriate and dangerous manner during an international match. All right, they said the ICC also said that Seals had contested the charge leveled by Andy Pycroft, and so a formal hearing was required. They said the incident occurred on Friday, the 29th, over India's first innings when Seals fielded the ball and followed through and threw it at the batter Jaiswal, hitting him on the pads. So this they have in quotation. They say the West Indies pacer contested that he threw the ball while attempting a run out. They said the match referee, referring to a replay clip showing the incident from different angles, concluded that the throw was unnecessary, inappropriate, hitting the batter on the pads when he was within the crease, end quote. So that is what they are saying, my viewers and subscribers. As I said, I didn't see it, so we know how the cricket goes. Sometimes the seamers will follow through, pick it up, and even if the batsman is in the crease, they will throw the ball to keep them on their toes. So they're saying that he threw it unnecessarily. So hopefully, if that is what happened and Seals knows that that's what happened, he will look into himself and know that if it's not necessary, don't need to do it. And as I said, it's a part of the game. Bowlers will pick up the ball in their follow through and throw the ball, right? And sometimes after they release the ball and realize that the man in the stump, because they follow through, pick it up and throw in one motion. So I don't want it to sound like I am defending him or sound like I'm crucifying him. You know, these are things that you have to see live to see the context. Because when they slow it down and they zoom in and look at the batsman foot and say, oh, he was in his crease and he still throw the ball, right? You never know. You never know. So, shout out to Jayden Seales. One Jayden Seals still, because Seals is carrying the workload, you know. So, big up Jayden Seals. Shout out to everybody. And we'll leave it right here for now. Bless.